Making this video kind of spur of the moment, and I feel like, you know, when agendas are pushed, like the same old agenda of men beating women, well, I feel like when it's pushed, it's just bullshit. It's just another thing to keep like society running the way that it's running. It's almost like nobody can have new ideas or new ways of life unless the mainstream gives it to you. You understand what I'm saying, where I'm coming from? The fact that women beat men or women hit men, nobody talks about that when they bring up the subject. Well, they do talk about it, but what I'm saying is, even though they talk about it, the same old reoccurring theme still stays. Like, oh, men beat women. And then you'll get, you see, the elite will play both sides of the coin. They'll play the, oh, men beat women side of the coin, oh, poor women. And then they'll bring somebody that'll play the, oh, well, women do hit men, and so they warrant it. Or maybe the abuse is warranted or something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm going to watch this video, and I'm going to see what's up with it.
She saw it. I want to be absolutely G-man clear. I do not condone physical violence in any way, shape or form. So let's talk about domestic violence. We all know that a cycle of abuse occurs in some families, and for some, the family's life becomes a cycle of violence. Life begins to revolve around anticipating violence, coping with actual acts of violence, or recovering from violence. Both men and women who come from abusive homes may come to view the violence that they have witnessed as normal and carried into their own relationships as adults. It's called our level of intimacy. Now, I am going to refuse the narrative that shows only men as abusers.
So he's setting it up. He's setting it up about the video that he's gonna get into. He's gonna show. He's setting the whole idea up about abuse and all that type of stuff. And he's coming from the point of view that says not only men get abused or not only men do the abuse, I guess. So we're about to see. I wish the video wasn't so long because I gotta get ready for work, but I'm gonna try to push through it real quick.
For those of you who have been watching my videos since Adam was a boy, you know that I can't stand stupidity, but I also won't tolerate physical violence of any magnitude. This story isn't indicative of men, but as a man, I'm compelled to talk about it. Now you can go ahead and Google, why do men...
And I want to comment on on the title. Gamer is arrested, but here are the facts. So this video, and I know I keep stopping, I'm sorry y'all. This video is going to show a guy playing video games. And supposedly, here comes the UFO photo shit. And I got that from Mag because I understand that and it makes a lot of sense, right? They'll show you some shit. They show you some video, some footage. And every time they show the damn footage, when the action happened, it ain't never on screen. So that's what made me want to do this video, because I was like, you know what, man? That's some bullshit, man. It's always some bullshit. Never on the screen. But I hope this dude hurry up so we can get to the actual video.
Beat their wives. And I'm sure that you will get around 5.5 billion results in less than half a second. There are almost more search results than people living on this flat earth of ours. I am only going to characterize and make comment on this young man and men like him. Then later, I'll be crystal clear and characterize women like the one he allegedly hit and women like her. So sit down.
So now you've heard the theory that all publicity is good publicity. This guy happens to be a gamer with a gaming channel, right? So while he's playing his games on his gaming channel, he gets up and supposedly beats his wife, but nobody ever sees it on camera, and that's the stuff they like to push out there. It has to be true because the news says it's true. Nobody can critically think and say, well, it doesn't really sound like a valid argument. I mean, I've been in issues with the person I'm married to, my wife, and let me tell you, it wasn't nothing like the way you see it on this video that's about to come up.
Get your popcorn out and let's get ready to comment. Notice I said allegedly, and the reason I say this is so we can believe the evidence that is presented and not circumstances, or what you think you have imagined went on behind the scenes. Here in Australia, the mainstream media published a story with the headlines, Australian Fortnite streamer charged after allegedly assaulting wife live on Twitch.
So now you get the side of the coin, or the people who say, oh, well, man, I told you that video game is a bad thing, and it's the games, and it's the gamers, and they got a problem, and all that type of stuff. Then you get the side that says, oh, well, the woman was egging him on, and she deserved to get slapped, or whatever. Then you got the side that says, oh, men just like to beat women. So now you got three different sides, and maybe another, but now you got people fighting each other about stuff, which causes an internet fire, and it basically just makes the whole situation, the whole idea more popular, and it also gives the guy popularity and more Twitch views, more than likely. So I mean, I'm more inclined to think that this whole particular scenario was just created and pushed. If you study whoever this guy is, I'm sure you may find that out.
The video as proof that the narrative that they want us to believe is that all men are violent abusers.
I think women around this country are sick and tired of being made to feel responsible for the fact that men cannot control themselves and deal with their own issues. It is not women's fault that men behave like morons and like pigs.
Last week,
What, all men?
26-year-old Luke Monday, going by the gaming handle of Mr. Deadmoth, relentlessly abused and beat.
So, this guy is a professional streamer, right? His name is Mr. Deadmoth, and he has his own logo. And I wonder what that moth stands for. It's interesting that he has a symbol attached to his name. I find that extremely interesting. And that they have to show that to us in order, almost as if to say, go to his, if you're a gamer, go to his Twitch. So, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm sure that this is the case, that he's going to get more viewers on his Twitch than he had prior to this incident.
His helpless pregnant wife in full view of a live stream that he was doing while playing Fortnite. So right there, what are you thinking? I bet for the majority, we would be thinking that this video is not going to be pretty. As I play the video, apart from this Luke Monday using foul language, has an attitude that needs a bit of work, and him allegedly hitting his wife, there are other distressing snippets of audio that we know. We know he has 2 children, a 3-year-old and a 20-month-old, and another one on the way. You can hear the 3-year-old telling Daddy to stop. And then the third thing I find interesting is that his 21-year-old wife or partner, Grace, can be heard telling him what to do even after he allegedly hit her. Take a look.
Yes, I'll be... Yes. Okay, I'll be out soon. Just wait. Jesus Christ, I'll be out... Yes, I'll be out soon.
Now, she supposedly just threw something at him. Right?
Stop.
I just want to make sure I heard and saw that right. He said, just wait, I'll be out soon. Stop. And by the way he jumped back, I'm pretty sure she just threw something at him. He asked her or told her to stop, and she continues to poke the bear and...
So here's the narrator saying that she threw something at him. Once they put it in people's minds, that's what people see in their mind.
throws something at him.
Stop! I'll be out soon. Grace, stop. I'm serious.
Then she starts to count 1, like a baby. Like she's talking to a baby or something. 1, 2, get up out of that chair, stop gaming. So this is where you get the women to come in and say, or think, oh, look, our gamer husbands and boyfriends are just kids that we have to take care of or that we have to look after. Because you see how she's talking to him. Now, I'm not saying that none of this is real, because I don't know if it's real. And I'm not inclined to believe things just because the media tells me it's real. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, is it real? And that's what we're going to do.
Fell over.
Again, he says stop, and she throws a can of some description at him. He still had the presence of mind to say to the wife, Bonnie just fell over. I'm guessing that was the 20-month-old.
Can you stop, please? I'll be out soon. Grace, just stop. Okay, please. I'll be out soon. I'm going to start typing. I'll be out soon. I will be out soon. Grace, I'll be out soon. Fuck off.
Hang on, did she just hit him as he said, please, I'll be out soon? Nah, couldn't be. A woman would never hit a man. Look, he did say, fuck off. Now, that wasn't nice, Luke.
Honestly, I'll be out soon. Stop. I'll start throwing shit back at you. See how you like it. I'll be out soon. I will...
Is that Tupac they got playing in the background?
So now she throws a cardboard box at him and he still says, can you not? Seriously, girls, what does it take? Look, apart from the foul language and the raised voice, who's the
So she tries to hurt him, I'm guessing, and throws a flat piece of a cardboard box at him, which obviously is not going to hurt anyone, particularly a 26-year-old male.
aggressor here?
So why not anything more? Why didn't she throw anything more severe? Why didn't she throw a spoon at him? Why didn't she throw something at him that would actually make him mad enough to get up and supposedly hit her off camera? Why?
Can you not? I said I'll be out soon. Stop.
No
Stop.
computer.
Stop.
Sick of this shit.
Stop, please.
So here is where it turns and...
So this is a bad acting job. He gets up, continues to stay at the same level, almost monotone, a little bit raised above monotone, and supposedly slaps her off camera. And what he expected to go back to playing the video game after he slapped her off camera, and then watch what she supposedly says.
Now, everyone in the social media world is outraged. It is a...
What? Everyone in the social media world is outraged. So there you go. It went viral, right? No one ever seen anything happen in this video, but yet it goes viral and then begs the question, well, a woman can just call the police and say, man, hit her. And there can be no proof sometimes. Most of the time, a lot of times, there's no proof, and what? The man gets in trouble. So they're raising a whole lot of issues with this one video. And I believe, me personally believe that this is quite possibly a psyop and not real.
this point where the tension turns to crisis. I thought Luke was doing quite well, given that she has hit him twice and thrown 4 objects at him. And then she finally lunges at him and he has had enough. So he gets up and allegedly slaps her.
I'll be out soon. Just stop. All I ask is for some time by myself. Just go away. No one's...
Ah, yes, great.
Buzzword, woman basher. Yo, woman basher.
We heard that. You called him a woman basher. Basher. Did we just forget about how you beat him up, or is that how it works now? You beat on him and throw objects at him, and he is supposed to...
Is that how it works now? We've been having this argument. I'm only 32. We've been having this argument for as long as I can remember. As long as I was old enough to pay attention to it, that's how long we've been having this argument as a people about how women hit men, and you know, men seem to get in trouble more or get highlighted more for doing so.
Cop it on the chin, not once, not twice, but a total of 6 times. After he repeatedly...
One thing, stairway. One thing I've noticed about everything is that nothing comes in front of your screen unless it was meant to be there. I studied G-Manology, The Point TV, Mr. Didmoth.
He said 32 times either stop, go away, or leave me alone.
Just go away. Leave me alone. I'll be out soon. How many times do I have to tell you?
Now he's talking to her like a kid. So you see how the role reversed that quick. Now she's crying. He's not even apologizing for the alleged slap. I don't believe this is real, and I believe that this is just another bullshit they're pulling on the masses, on the people, to get the people talking and get certain ideas raised. And this is what they do every now and then. They pull out the same tricks. I noticed that the elite, the people who run shit, they pull out the same bullshit tricks every now and then. Like they got R. Kelly with this bullshit, and then they got somebody in the conscious community supposedly doing the same similar type shit. So they got a little bit of they got a taste for every bit of society, man.
How many times do I have to tell you, Grace? I'll be out soon.
Well, apparently, Luke telling Grace over 30 times to stop isn't enough.
I didn't mean to say that like that. It just came out. Probably because I've been watching particular videos a lot. But 30 videos? Interesting. Interesting he chose to say 30. See? It's funny how whenever you pay attention to shit, you can always pull some shit out of it. Pull some bullshit out of it, yo. It's always the same shit. 3, 6, 30. You know what I mean? G. For what? For what? What is that for? Staircase.
Now, I'm not sure if Luke lacks impulse control or whether the last shove was the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh, sorry, Peter. The straw that the bagels ate. See what I did there? Now, of course, looking at this, Lukey was out of line. Speaking of lines, when asked, would you ever hit a woman, Sean Connery responded,
I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They don't want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again and get into a really provocative.
This is more programming the people, see that? Reinforcing certain ideas and views into the people's minds. In this show, what is this, 2020?
Situation. Then
all the arguments been going on?
I think it's absolutely right.
What would...
Also, in an online poll conducted by Facebook, the question asked
Another one. Facebook.
social media users whether or not it was okay to hit a woman if
Gender wars. Now they're doing social media polls and bullshit like that. What did I say, man? I didn't watch this whole video before I decided to, watch it with the people, but I just notice shit, and I hope that certain people can notice certain things too. You know what I mean? Numbers. 51%.
she hit you first. The results, well, see for yourself.
Stop. Please. I will be out soon.
Don't hit me in the face!
Luke, it's not cool to hit a woman in the face.
I'll be out soon.
No, you hit me in
I
the
will be
face!
out soon. Go away.
Don't you dare
Go
touch
away.
my
Go
face!
away. Go away.
You hear that? All you people there, you just hit me.
Do you really think that this streamer who has his own logo, which means he's serious about streaming, playing video games, do you really think that, and this is, that he would hit his wife, pregnant wife, with babies in the room, while he's get up from playing Fortnite and hit his wife? Unless this was an intentional psyop of some kind. I personally think that that's exactly what it is. But that's just me. You can call me what you want.
I cooked in dinner an hour ago and you refused to eat it.
Is she still coming back for more? What are you, girl? A cage fighter or something? He's asking you to go away. Sheesh.
Soon. Go away.
No, not until I make my point.
Got it. There's a life lesson for us all. She and women
That now, y'all get the point. Let me be out. I'll see y'all later. All right.